Powertron Studios.
Hey guys, what's up? So I did a video a little while ago, I think right after I put out, what was the song? Danger Zone, because I used Garageband. So I used Garageband for years up until about 2 years ago, until I switched to Logic. So I thought, I'll just do kind of like a little tutorial, I suppose, how I did it. And I kind of built one from scratch just using what's in GarageBand. Nothing outside. There's no outside plugins, nothing like that at all. Everything I did, I used everything in GarageBand. So here's a video on how I did it. Okay, so this, I've opened up GarageBand. I already made this, so I didn't spend an hour doing this on, on a video. That would be boring as shit. These are the drums. Oh, let's see. I think they're the Smash kit that I use there. The guitar tone is the built-in one, like it's in here. You could pick whichever one of these. I think this one's the American Stack. So this is how it sounds. So I'll play that back now. Okay, so now I've kind of made my own here, and I'm going to record them quick, just so you can hear the kind of the difference. So I had that in the center. I'm going to put that to the right, and I'll do the other side. Okay, so that's the sound I made. Let's just listen to that. Not too shabby for what's in there. It's pretty. It sounds good to me. Okay, so I made another one as well, and I will do the same thing here. Let's unmute that. I'll record this guitar sound. It's a little bit, tiny bit quiet. All right, and I'll do the other side now. Okay, so let's hear what that sounds like. So you hear it's a little bit different. Now, why don't we just turn all 4 of these on and see what it sounds like. Yeah. So quad tracking, you get 2 different sounds. Like I use 2 different ones all the time. Like I know some people go one sound on the right, one sound on the left, and just double it, or that's it. Did that for a long time. Then I started doing quad tracking, so it's 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Sometimes I'll even put 1 in the middle, just to thicken things up. But this, I'll show you what this is here. If you want to just unplug that, hold on. So what I'm using here, and again, if you want to write this stuff down, if it sounds good to you, a noise gate, you kind of need that because you can't get rid of that hiss sound for some, I don't know why. Maybe it's this, but because I'm going through my Kemper, but there's no effects on it at all. It's just dry and going into my interface and then into this. So anyway, that's the noise gate. That kind of eliminates all the nasty sounds when you're not playing. The pedal board, this, can I make that any bigger? Oh yeah, I can. Look at that. You want a snapshot of that or write it down if it sounds good to you. So there's two of these. That's this channel and this channel is the same. See if I can show it again. Yeah, they're exactly the same. Okay, so the amp, I guess this is the Mesa Boogie. I'll make this bigger. I'll leave that there. If you have to pause it, go ahead. So there's that. Then I used this. This is the EQ. So I'll start from here. So just keep your eye down here, like these spots. So there's that. Oh, wait. There's that. That's like the low end. This is off. Mids. High mids. And that's off. This one I had to use to sweep. Obviously, that's why it's cut down like that. And then I use the compressor. Maybe I'll just leave that like that. Go ahead. If you want to copy those. Alrighty. So that's them two guitars. Then this guitar, again with the noise gate. And then the pedal board. Again, that's if you like this one too. You don't like it, whatever. And I mean, they're good. I mean, you could use them for jump off points. And it's this amp, which is the high octane one. Let's see, I'll go over that so you can see the mic placement. Cool, got all that. All right. And again, those are both the same. The channel EQ, I'll hover over each. It's always good to play with the EQ. You make things sound a lot different in the end. Clearly. And that, and that's off. Okay, so you get this. So you might be wondering, on the screen, I do have a bass track, and I have, you see all these drum sets. So in Garageband, you can't multi-route your drums, like route them out and add different things to each drum. You can't. Well, you kind of can. This is a workaround for it. So what I did was created, there's 4 tracks. So on this track, it's just the snare. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to go on that track, which is, I think it's an instrument track. And then I'm going to paste it. Then you're going to get the MIDI. So this is what the MIDI sounds like. Shut all these off so you can hear. Oh. Let's just, no kick drum, no nothing. It's just the snare, hi-hat, cymbals, and percussions. You can kind of do these too if you want on their own as well. This one, let's see, paste again. Oh, no. Go to this track and hit paste. So as you can see, it's a reverb for the snare. You'll be like, oh, wow, that's a lot. Maybe it is. It sounds good to me though. Let's see here. Then there's the toms. So I'll go back to that and then hit paste again. I don't know if there's much toms in this. Yeah, not much. And then the kick. So we'll add that. It's a pretty far cry from the other one here. So that's the original. That's what you get in Garageband. Like that's the stock thing. And then there's, you want to play with it? Okay, so if you want that, I'll show you what I did. So it's the Smash kit. So you open up, you go into here, open up software instrument. And, oh, what have I done? Anyway, open up a software instrument. This is the snare. So I'm going to go through this kind of quick. Just a little bit going on there, just high-end stuff. The treble, compressor. Again, if you like it, write it down. What's this? Directional mixer. I think this is in here. When you hear the drums playing back at you, you're supposed to, I think most recordings, it sounds like you're behind the kit when you hear them come out the speakers. Like when you hear the toms, it'll go left to right. And this directional speaker, I think within GarageBand, it starts out the other way, like you're in front of the drums. So you hear everything go right to left. So if you put the directional mixer on, it switches it the other way. And then another EQ. I'll hover over these quick. If you like them, just pause the video and write it down or something, or copy it. All right, that was just the snare. That's the snare, the hi-hat, the cymbals, and the percussion, which I'm not sure why that's there to be. Oh no, the percussion. So that's like shakers and things like that. The snare, or the reverb snare, is just the snare is turned on. And then it's the Smash kit. This is the reverb, space D reverb. Then there's a compressor. I don't even know which one it is. If it's one, maybe I just played with this stuff. Again, with compressors, it's hit and miss with me. I'm learning, but I'm no pro at that at all. And then the EQ. We'll start there. There. Apparently I have all kinds of stuff going on the reverb. There. Okay. And then the toms. You know what? I'm going to do something here. I'm going to change this. Let's see. Let's just do a tom thing. Oh, I'm just trying to find a good tom thing. Sure. Okay, good enough. So I'm just going to copy that, go down to the toms, paste that, just so you can kind of hear these a bit better. Compared to this. Okay, so anyway, where's the toms? Here we go. We go with that again. EQ. Like I said, if you like it, cool. Write all this stuff down. And if not, like, I mean, if it's close to what you like, I mean, maybe it's a good jumping off point. Like I said before, to getting something that you like. This is just what I like. All right. That's the kick. Let's hear the kick. So here we go again. I think there's a couple EQs in this. We'll start here. As you can see, it's all over the place. Oh. Sorry. And I remember I used this for a really long time. Like before I got Logic, I only got Logic a couple years ago, from like 2017 till now, or till about 2 years ago until I got Logic. This is all I used was GarageBand. We're trying to make sound the best that I could. Eventually, I mean, this is good. It sounds good. It's a good starting point. But if you're just starting with GarageBand and want to record metal and all that stuff, you're eventually going to start finding more stuff. Oh, I want this plugin, this guitar sound, because there are a ton of free guitar plugins that sound wicked. And right off the hop, a lot of them are a hell of a lot less work trying to get a good sound than this is. So anyway, there's all that. I will do this. I've also got a bass track. So back here, this is what I did a little earlier. So we'll just listen to this. Okay. So now the bass is, I can't remember if I picked something and maybe I just started doing something. Anyway, whatever. Here's the noise gate, or I'll let you hear it first. One thing I will say, that bass tone, it reminds me so much of Newstead on the Black album. That sound, I've always liked clean bass tone. I know a lot of modern metal and stuff like that, they distort it. I've seen it, like there's when people record on, whatever else, Reaper, whatever, they do like 3 channels of bass. So they have like a one sound, and then another channel's got like all bass and nothing else. And then that last channel have like all mids with distortion, and they mix all 3 together. It seems like a lot of work. I mean, some people, it sounds really good. To me, I have always liked just that have always sounded the best to me. If with this too, I'm going to show you something quick here. Actually, I'll finish showing you this. So that's an exciter. That's what it's at. And then the bass amp is this. I'll hold that there. Again, let's see. I'll make it bigger. If you like it, write it down. I like the bass. I mean, the bass tone is really good. I've kind of forgotten. I haven't used it for a very long time. I forgot how good that sounds. What else? An EQ, again, of course. Whoops. The long and boring process of showing you what I did. And back then, when we were recording with Garageband, we did a lot of Powertron songs. I think there was like 30 songs or something like that we did with Garageband. And I had a bunch of like 3 or 4 albums that I put out with Garageband as well. One thing I didn't do, and I didn't have monitors either. I had just my computer speakers, but always reference it. What we recorded, we thought, man, that sounds awesome. Like just through my computer speaker, we'd listen to it in the car, and I'm like, oh, that's wicked. It sounds so good, and when it got onto Spotify and things like that, it was so loud that they push everything down to a certain level. So everything for them is across the board. It's all the same. And when that happened, like I think on Spotify, when I heard it the first time, I was just like, oh my God, this sounds so bad. Like it almost like the bass was missing and it was distorting. It was so bad. And there's a reason why you should reference other things. Like I always found, the high end of stuff, like if you get it right, it sounds so good. Like it sounds so clear. You will find out in a hurry once you crank it up. You'd be like, oh my God, that's just like ear piercing when it's loud. So I had to learn that one the hard way too, where we thought, oh, this sounds wicked until you crank it. And then it's like, that hurts my ears. It's so high pitched. Like there's parts of it that's so bad that I kind of wish I could go back and redo it. But what do you do? Nothing. Just, I've already put it out. I'm not looking back right now. So there's that. So this is it. Now I do have a master on here. Now let's play it with the master. Now this is going to get quite a bit louder, I believe. So. So I'll show you what I did there. So you hear it got turned up, and there's obviously more EQ in there. Got to probably scoop the mids a bit. Yeah, I did. So we'll go from here. Of course, you want to drop out a lot of the sub bass so you don't get all the mud and all that. It makes everything distorted. Just going to go quick here. Like I said, if you like it, pause it and do this. And it's not like these EQs I'm using, like this is me trying to find it. This is not something that's, because they have, where are we here? Like EQ tools, like all of these are presets for your guitar. Clearly, I mean, if you've got this, you probably have seen that. Compressor. I'll write those down. Pause it. I think this one I used, but I turned, I believe this threshold down, I think. And I turned up the gain a bit. The exciter. That's it for that. And the multipressor. I think this is just, I didn't use any one of these. I just used the user default and just used it to turn everything up. So the only downside to GarageBand that I can see, that I was looking for and I can't find, is a LUFS meter. So you can see over here when I'm playing, it's peaking. Now, I've never had an issue with stuff peaking and distorting too bad on this with GarageBand. If you can find some kind of LUFS meter, it's the kind of like, it tells you how loud your song actually is in, is it up to minus 6 dB or whatever, where you want to be. There are some websites you can go to that you can export this as an MP3, upload it onto theirs, and then it'll scan it and it'll give you like Spotify, YouTube, all the things, and it will tell you if you're too loud, how much you're too loud by decibels. It's probably not exact, but it'll help you get closer, because you don't need to be screaming loud anymore. Like, the loudness wars that they always talked about, the louder you can get it, the better. And it's funny because I have a plugin on here. I think it's called BX Desk, I want to say. There's actually a setting on there that says Death Magnetic. So when Death Magnetic first came out, see if I can find it here. It was ridiculously loud. Here, I'll just pull this up. This is not in GarageBand, but where are we? Death Magnetic, right there. It just makes it screaming loud, like and distorting is bad. I think they did that as a joke, but it's pretty bad. Anyway, that's that. I don't think I'm missing anything. I mean, as a base start point, yeah, I mean, that's all you need to do. A little bit to it, but once you get this, you know what I'll do? I'll give you my mix. So the snare, if you actually copy all this, the volume is minus 10.8. The reverb is minus 13.4. The toms are minus 8. The kick is minus 18.5 because it's pretty pushy, that one. The guitar, I guess the guitar is going to depend on what your interface is, like your input of it, like the volume going in. But as just maybe a start, 10.0 for left and right. And these two guitars are minus 12, I should say. This is minus 10. The bass is minus 9. Don't forget when you're doing this, if you're when you're mixing, leave yourself, if it doesn't sound loud enough, don't forget to leave yourself a headroom, especially if you're going to be doing singing, because we used to do this before, like when we first started, when I first started learning how to do this, everything was so loud. And then it was like, there's not enough room left for the vocals to sit, and we couldn't get them loud enough. And it was finally turn everything down so the vocals have lots of room, or leads have lots of room where you can, automate and things like that. Just, learn by screwing it up. It's the only way you learn, And to be honest, I checked this against a couple of songs. It sounds good to me, but I haven't exported this. Who knows what it sounds like in the car? I have no idea. I mean, it sounds pretty good through these speakers, so I'm pretty confident it'll be okay. It might be a little bit tinny, maybe. But we'll see. Well, hopefully you stuck around till the end. That was a long video, half an hour. That's up there. If you guys liked all that, I mean, and you followed along or wrote all the stuff down, and if you have GarageBand and you copied all that stuff, all the tracks and all that stuff, played with it, don't forget, save it as a template. That way, you open that template, everything is there for you, ready to go. That way you don't have to keep doing it every time. Oh, I'm going to start a new project. Well, now I got to start all over again with all the things and set everything. Just make a template. Start from there. You'll have to tweak it. Each song you do, you'll tweak something. That's just how it goes. And eventually, you'll probably start to drift away from that on your own thing that sounds better to you. Did you learn something? Maybe. I hope you enjoyed it. And you guys have a great day. See ya.